I have a tendency to catastrophize, to always think in the worst case scenarios, to tell yourself that, the worst possible thing you can imagine is going to come true, and to get stuck there and to ruminate and spiral around, always wondering and trying to prepare for the worst possible event and disaster, and have that end up ruining days before this pending possible disaster that you've created in your mind. Many of the teens that I work with tend to do this. They are constantly thinking of doom and gloom potential disasters in their life, and they can't sleep and they can't rest, and they end up ruining the present moment, constantly catastrophizing about future moments. One skill that I work with for these teens to help them stop catastrophizing is learning to pause and check the facts, to kind of challenge some of these catastrophe thoughts with, do they have any evidence that supports this? Is this based in reality? Do they have any facts that back up that this catastrophe is likely to happen? Is this based in fact or feeling? And if this catastrophe were to come true, could they handle it? To also cope ahead, to plan. How would they handle it? How could they problem solve it? To not stop at the height of the catastrophe, but to plan past that. Well, what would they do next? If they fail the test, if they get kicked out of school, if that's their catastrophe, well, could they retake the test? Could they do extra credit? Like, what would that mean for them? Is that really the end of the world? If they fail the test, does that mean they fail the class? To keep planning forward, and how would they cope? What would the next step be? And how likely are they even to really fail the test? And what could they do to prevent that?